Markets are sending mixed signals today as investors weigh competing narratives. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete Forex market briefing for August 7th. Currency markets are being driven by a complex mix of central bank policy, geopolitical risk, and shifting growth expectations. Let us break it all down. Here is a snapshot of how the major currency pairs are trading today. Euro to US dollar is trading at 1.15, losing 0.07% on the session. The world's most traded pair is driven by ECB versus Fed rate differentials. Currency markets are reacting to oil prices plunge and Europe's markets rally after Trump calls off Iran strikes, The Guardian. Pound sterling to US dollar is trading at 1.35, gaining 0.03% on the session. Sterling is highly sensitive to UK inflation data and Bank of England rate guidance. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Crypto for Advisors, Europe's crypto rules, US preview. US dollar to Japanese yen is trading at 157.60, gaining 0% on the session. Dollar yen tracks the US-Japan rate differential and Bank of Japan intervention risk. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. USD SGD is trading at 0.7808, gaining 0% on the session. The Singapore dollar reflects Asian FX sentiment, trade flows, and MAS monetary policy. Investor sentiment is being shaped by gold steadies as oil slump cools inflation pressure. Equities rally, Kitco PM report, Kitco. Australian dollar to US dollar is trading at 0.7032, losing 0.21% on the session. The Aussie dollar closely tracks commodity prices, especially iron ore, and Chinese growth signals. Currency markets are reacting to oil prices plunge and Europe's markets rally after Trump calls off Iran strikes, The Guardian. US dollar to Chinese yuan is trading at 0.1483, gaining 0.15% on the session. The onshore yuan reflects PBOC daily fixings, US-China trade dynamics, and capital flow controls. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Crypto for Advisors, Europe's crypto rules, US preview. US dollar to Indian rupee is trading at 95.11, gaining 0.02% on the session. The Indian rupee tracks RBI monetary policy, FII and FPI capital flows, and US-India interest rate differentials. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Now let us look at the macro forces behind today's currency moves. Geopolitical risks remain elevated. The move follows reports that US stocks fall as investors eye Middle East talks, earnings, The Business Times. This is keeping traders cautious and supporting flows into defensive assets. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Rate expectations remain the single most powerful macro driver for equities and currencies right now. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that US stocks fall as investors eye Middle East talks, earnings, The Business Times. Currency markets are reacting to oil prices plunge and Europe's markets rally after Trump calls off Iran strikes, The Guardian. The move in the dollar reflects reports that Crypto for Advisors, Europe's crypto rules, US preview. Our near-term view on Australian dollar to US dollar. Australian dollar to US dollar is in a consolidation phase, a pattern that can precede a significant directional break. Watch the $0.7173 resistance and $0.6891 support as the boundaries of the current range. Currency markets can move fast and unexpectedly. Central bank surprises, geopolitical shocks, and data prints are the key risks to monitor. Here is your market watch list heading into the next session. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your Forex briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily currency coverage.